because the fight went the distance, and now they're showing a replay. Good shot with a left hand by Errol. Good shot with a counter right hand by Tszyu. Straight right hand landed by Tszyu. Body shot Tszyu signing with a left hook, but a left hook right hand came in by Tszyu. Jab with a straight right, staggered, backed up Errol into them ropes. Beautiful work right there by Tim. And that's the end of the bout, and that's the fighter showing their respects. Good fight right there. Swollen faces Errol, and they show their respects. That's what we wanted to see. They showed their respects at the end of the bout. Beautiful work right there by both of them fighters in their neutral corners. Did we see the best of both of these fighters? Hail to the nah. They both was a shell of themselves. And great work right there by the fighters though. And that's the end of the rounds, and that's the end of the fight right there. And now it is time, ladies and gentlemen, to make this fight official. And let's see how the judges had this fight. Who y'all got this fight, ladies and gentlemen? They're laughing like they're, hey, they got LD 3963. Let's make it official. Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of action, the judges are in agreement. We have a unanimous decision. Here are the judge score totals. Judge number 1 scores this contest 118 to 110. Judge number 2 and judge number 3 scores this contest, looking disappointed as Errol, 117 to 111. Your winner by unanimous decision, looking disappointed as Errol. Your winner, the Phoenix, Tim Tszyu. Tim Tszyu is your winner. Tim Tszyu is your victor. That's what we talking about. Shaking the next man's hand, showing his respects right there is Errol Spence Jr. You're a hell of a champion. You're a hell of a warrior. Good work right there, Area. Shaking his hand right there is Errol. Beautiful work. And look at TC, look at TB, and look at Terrence. Can't even believe it, ladies and gentlemen. What the hell then happened to Errol? Post-fight interview time. Tim Tszyu, we know the journey you have been on in recent years, and now you have arrived at this moment. Tell us, Tim Tszyu, what does it feel like to be at this moment? What's my mother in name? Tszyu! Tszyu! Honestly, man, Sydney, Australia, and the whole world, I thank you. 160 is my new division. I feel strong, and hey, a big blessing to my fans, my family. This is insane. This was one hell of a show. And for us to the boys for No Limit, kudos to my team, my sponsors, and everybody. Hey, I thought was Tony Harrison was good, but let's go party. Look at Tim Tszyu trying to party, ladies and gentlemen. So many big moments for you as a professional boxer. Is this against a legend like that? Is this the best of it? 100%, yeah. It was nights where I had sleepless nights thinking about, man, am I in my depths? What am I going to feel like facing a legend like Errol Spence? And now we see Errol Spence right there, ladies and gentlemen. It was a hell of a show. And I understand why he's one of the greats. You had to dig deep in this fight. He made an investment into your body early on. Where did you go to continue to surge and to get to where you got to at the end? Well, you know what? It was advice from Jeff Finnick. Get in there. You know, two greats I'm trying to replicate, Costa Tszyu and Jeff Finnick from Australia. If I can only be half as good as them, I'll be thinking and feeling like a great man. You just done something very, very special. What happens in your professional career, Tim Tszyu? Hey, talk to the boys, man. But I love to fight for a world title, man. Laura, you know, yeah. Who's ever at 160, I want to fight at 160 and I want to win a world title. But you know, I gotta say, big up for Errol Spence. Big up for Errol Spence. And just finally, Tim, a word for your fans, everybody who's coming here and attended. Sydney, Australia, the Tszyu legacy is continuing. The Tszyu legacy is continuing. That's Tim Tszyu. Look at his mom throwing the mind control heart, putting up the mind control heart. Hey, big ups. I told you so. But hey, I told you so. I told y'all I can win. I'm the greatest. And now, if we could, we can go to the legend, Errol Spence. Congratulations on your performance, Errol. Congratulations. The crowd making noise for Errol. Congratulations, Errol. You saw this fight. What happened to you tonight, Errol? It was a good fight, man. Congratulations to Tim and Finnick. Shout out to everybody who came out, man. It's been a great event. Everybody treated me well. No Limit Promotions treated my families and myself real good too. I appreciate everybody. Look at his face. It's just been a show by Tim. I answered a lot of questions for myself. There you go, champ. Now it's time to go home to my family and, you know, start a new life. Is this the end of the road for Errol Spence Jr.? Is this the end for you? Yeah, for sure, man. I got my faculties intact, you know. Errol Spence is retiring, ladies and gentlemen. Errol Spence is retiring in Australia. My money is good and working for itself. So, you know, everything is good, man. I got a beautiful family, and I thank God, and I think I'm blessed to leave this sport with my faculties intact, with my family still by my side, and everything is going to go well in the end. Well, Errol Spence, congratulations on a magnificent career, and it has been an honor to have you in Sydney, Australia. I appreciate everybody for coming out. I appreciate everybody for showing major loves. I appreciate Tim and his team. They've been very great. No Limit, they have been very great, and I thank you great. It's been a great journey for myself, but it's time to be home with my family, and you know, it's time to live that family life. Let's hear it for these two fighters. Ladies and gentlemen, Errol Spence Jr. just retired, showing his respects to Tim, hugging him up, dapping him up. Beautiful work right there by Errol, showing his respects to Tim Tszyu and retiring. Errol Spence Jr. just retired, ladies and gentlemen. It's all over. They got Tim Tszyu mom. They got the fighters together, taking their pictures, showing their respects. Hey, shake my hand. There you go. The handshake that we all was waiting for. Errol Spence shakes the hand of Tim Tszyu. Good work right there, showing the sportsmanship after the fight. Beautiful work right there. Talking to Tim Tszyu right now is Errol Spence. You're a hell of a fighter. You're a hell of a champion. Beautiful work right there. Take over the sport, baby. That's Errol Spence showing his shit. Jab right there. Landed right there. Big shot with a right hand by Tim Tszyu. Over the top, landing shots right there. Missing them off balance. Clipped them with a right hand. Landed right there by Tim Tszyu. Had him off balance. Jab with a straight left hand. Landed right there by Errol. Straight right hand thrown right there by Tim Tszyu. Shot with a right hand. Right hook over the top. Landed by Tim. Straight right hand landed by Tim. With a left right hand came in by Tim. Jab, straight right hand landed by Errol. And then in the inside, right hook came in, landed by Tim. Body shot with a left hand. Crip shots over the top with a shot right there. Taking a step back. Right hook over the top. Left hand, right hand's being thrown. Straight shot with a left hand going down low by Errol. They're showing the replay. Straight right hand came in, landed by Tim. Left hook came in, landed by Errol, but a right hand came back at him by Tim. Straight right hand came in, landed by Tim. Big shot, shoe shot in the body. Left hook straight right by Tim. Big shot with a straight right back to Errol up against the ropes. And now we can see Tim Tszyu after the bout. And there's the victor. Look at Errol showing his respects. And Tim Tszyu is your victor. Tim Tszyu is your winner. Hugging everybody. Beautiful work right there. Tim Tszyu is your victor. Tim Tszyu is your winner. Errol Spence Jr., it's time for you to have that conversation with the Green Goblin.
I chose my path, you chose the way of the hero. And they found you amusing for a while, the people of this city. But the one thing they love more than a hero is to see a hero fail, fall, die trying. In spite of everything you've done for them, eventually they will hate you.
It's sad, but it's true. Keep your head up, champ, long as you got your family. To the victor goes the spoils. Tim the Phoenix Tszyu is your victor, is your winner. Damn good work right there. Beautiful work. Now it's got to be Errol Spence Jr. Oh no, he said he retired. It's over. So I can't even make my Errol Spence Jr. versus Tony Harrison at 160. It's over. Errol Spence Jr. retired, said his money is right, so he ain't got to worry about asking for change like Squidward.
Spare change. Spare change, man.
His money is intact, so Errol ain't got to worry about that. Beautiful work right there by Tim Tszyu. Went out there and got the victory done. Went out there and did his thing, ladies and gentlemen. Tim the Brute Tszyu. He wants a title shot at 160. Errol Spence Jr., enjoy your family. Keep your head up. Ladies and gentlemen, we call it a